On the first day of class, we'll do activities with our students to help them get to know each other, help us to get to know them. This is actually a really great opportunity, these icebreaker activities, to do more than just the normal. During transitions such as this, questions of belonging are often at the forefront of students' minds. What my colleagues and I have done is we've actually developed an activity, a brief 35 to 40-minute activity that you, as an instructor, could run at the beginning of class, at the beginning of the term, that's designed to address student concerns about belonging. This activity basically has 4 main components. The number one component, and maybe the most important one, is just you as the instructor verbalizing the message. Hey, class, I know you may be going through some things right now. That's totally normal, and it's gonna get better with time. Number 2, you have students then reflect on their own experiences to date. Briefly, write a paragraph about a struggle that they've experienced during the transition to college so far. I'd encourage students to not only think about a struggle, but also how that struggle has improved or might improve in the future. Okay, so kind of getting students to think about their experience as unfolding on a trajectory. The third piece, we then just present students with stories from older students that kind of walked in their shoes, right? So that story might be something along the lines of, hey, I didn't go to a very good high school. I worried whether I'd be prepared. Over time, I kind of hit my stride. I found a study group. I went to office hours, and now things are going really well for me. Again, just sort of normalizing this, giving students examples of students just like them who went through this. And fourth, and finally, we have students then talk about it amongst themselves. They've just written a little bit about their own experience. They've heard it from the instructor, they've heard it from older students, and now it's their opportunity to hear it from each other. So students then have no problem sharing their experiences, thinking about what adversity they've faced. What we typically do is we ask them, hey, why do you think so many students don't like to admit when they're struggling? Students say things like, hey, people are often embarrassed to admit that they're struggling. Okay? They're saying that out loud, right? And so what we think this does is it changes the climate, it changes the culture of the classroom, makes students more willing to acknowledge when they're struggling, more willing to ask for help when they need it, more willing to help others when others need help. Over time, by the end of the term, what we see is they also get better grades. They come to class more, and some of our colleagues have even found the benefits of running this brief intervention continues after they graduate and into the workforce.